We're going to go to our power pole catch of the day one more time and take a look at that to transition you to our Yamaha Taste the Bait.
This has got to be it. The replay of the day and taste the bait. Dustin Connell is flipping a creature bait with a skirt, a punch skirt on it, with a heavy sinker, 1.5 ounce to 2 ounce. He told us yesterday.
Yes! Yes!
And it takes that heavy sinker to get down in this thick mat.
Whoa!
This is exactly the places that he's been catching these big fish all week. And today's weather condition couldn't be in his benefit anymore.
Well, that was it for Dustin Connell on our Yamaha Taste the Bait. Very, very effective for him. He made the right choice today. And well, why don't we just take a minute and listen to Dustin Connell talking about that bait and just exactly why it's effective.
I've been looking for anything green and matted up on the river. I mean, these fish, they just live out here. They're just river fish. And we're gonna catch some today at some point. I'm gonna pull up to a mat and I'm gonna thump me about 3 of them. And they just sit on these little mats on the river. And you know, everybody wants to fish the pockets. They want to fish the pockets, they want to fish the pockets. And I'm like, ain't all the fish in them pockets. They out here on this old river bank, catching them old river bass. I just do this at the house. I fish a lot of green trees and stuff like that at the house, and nobody ever does it. It's just very methodical. You got to pick everything to pieces. It makes it a lot tougher because the water's dingy.
Go from Dustin Connell talking about his bait and his approach here on the lake to Kevin VanDam. And here's one, as we said many times, no one had really called this one in advance.
Certainly didn't. Kevin's throwing a KVD, Strike King KVD 300 series jerkbait, sexy blueback herring.
Well, you know, these fish have been setting up on shad, on big shad out here, so I think a lot of guys miss that a lot of these fish are out away from the grass and stuff and not eating frogs. So I've been throwing a jerkbait, even though this water is real dirty. You know, they're real specific on a lot of these little points and shoots and things like that. And if they're there thinking about shad and schooling like they've been, a jerkbait's just a great tool. Even in these lily pads, it comes through there pretty good. And so it's been really good for me. I caught 17 pounds on it the second day of the tournament, all on the jerkbait. And then, you know, I've been mixing it up with a spinner bait, a swim bait, seen one, something may have been gar. You know, just crankbait, square bill, a lot of different things like that, but I've just kind of got it narrowed down to a swim jig. And you know, I've caught a few on a frog every day too, just kind of around. They'll set up on some of these outside clumps that are drifting across the deeper water, but they're fish that are related to the center of these ditches, and that's what you know, that's what I've been focused on. So that jerkbait has definitely been the bait that's got me to this point, though. It's a Strike King 300 series KVD jerkbait in sexy blueback herring color, or I've thrown sexy shad, just a white. You know, you want something real bright because this water's pretty dirty, so I want them to be able to see it. So that's really what I've been what I'm focusing on. I'm throwing a Strike King Pure Poison and a Strike King regular KVD swim jig. The swim jig I put a Rage Craw on the Pure Poison. I've been putting a Strike King Menace grub, just throwing white or shad colors, you know, all the time on it. So just one of those things that everything I'm throwing is basically shad imitating other than the frog.